The main thing in this issue: what are Putin and Trump up to in preparation for a meeting without conditions? Ukraine announces its main goals for this year, and the UK deals a blow that could weaken one of the world leaders. An unexpected signal has sounded in the Kremlin. Moscow welcomes Donald Trump's readiness for dialogue with Vladimir Putin. Dmitry Peskov said that no preconditions are needed for such a meeting, only mutual desire and political will. The intrigue is heightened by the fact that the Kremlin emphasized its desire to discuss issues directly, excluding the participation of US allies from NATO. This is a hint at a departure from the principle of not a word about Ukraine without Ukraine, which has long been at the center of Western diplomacy. So far, no specific steps have been taken, but Moscow expects the first movements after the inauguration of the new US president. Such a development could become an important milestone in world politics. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced the country's key goals for 2025, ensuring security guarantees and ending the war with Russia. Speaking to reporters, he stressed that Ukraine would do everything possible to achieve these goals in the coming months. Our goal is to get security guarantees this year and end the war this year. We will do everything for this, Zelensky said. The president focused on the role of the United States in this process. According to him, Washington's pressure on Russia is an integral part of achieving peace and security not only for Ukraine, but for all of Europe. Zelensky noted that in order to ensure stability in the region, it is necessary to unite the efforts of the international community and have strong support from Ukraine's strategic partners. These statements were made against the backdrop of an ongoing conflict that has already become one of the biggest threats to security in Europe. Ukraine is actively working to strengthen its defense and maintains dialogue with key allies, including the United States and EU countries, to achieve the long-awaited peace. However, many experts are wondering, will there be enough political will and diplomatic leverage to end the war in such a short time? Britain has imposed new sanctions on Russia's largest oil companies, Surgutneftgaz and Gazprom Neft, which produce more than 1 million barrels of oil per day. The British government said the company's revenues are a major source of funding for Russia's war effort, making them key targets in the fight against Kremlin influence. British Foreign Secretary David Lammy stressed that the West cannot stand by while Russian oil revenues threaten the security of Ukraine and Europe. Every ruble we take from Putin helps save Ukrainian lives, Lammy said, adding that the sanctions are aimed at weakening Russia's military potential. The measures are part of a wider campaign by Western countries against the Russian energy sector. Earlier, the administration of US President Joe Biden announced the largest sanctions package, affecting hundreds of tankers, dozens of oilfield services companies, and senior officials.